There's something wrong with your honey. Well, all UK honey has been tested in the EU, and fraud investigation has started as a result because it's failed the authenticity test in the EU. That is now adulteration of honey with cheap, sugar syrup has been exposed in a new investigation by the European Commission. Oh, I wonder if Richard Drax has got anything to do with it. You know, the son of a slaver's family. Well, they've got sugar plantations, you see, which found 46% of the sampled products were suspected to be fraudulent. The 10 honey samples from the UK all failed the tests. They may have been blended or packaged in Britain, but the honey's probably originated, from overseas. Now, this is not the first time tests have suggested that the UK shoppers may, be cheated on their honey. Yeah. Though supermarkets say that they regularly test honey and audit supply lines. Now, the government spokesperson said that they were investigating the results. Rhetoric, they probably do nothing at all. And there was no risk to food safety. Australia's sickle fish. She's too busy with turnips, I reckon, anyway. So officials say that there's no single test that can establish honey's authenticity, and research is continuing. Well, the EU seem to manage to do it. Well, the EU's anti-fraud office, Olaf, said that such practices defraud customers and put honest producers in jeopardy, since they face unfair competition. Well, you see a little bottle of honey, and it's like, or jar of honey, and it's like 70p. Something stupid like that. You pretty much guarantee it's not honey. No. Well, it might have a bit of honey in it. It's watered down with sugar. Probably molasses or, I don't know, golden syrup or something. I don't know. Well, they say it's unfair competition. That's it is, from these operators selling this stuff. And, they can slash the prices, can't they? With cheap ingredients. It's not fair, is it? It's not right. The action has led to more investigations, and the European Commission's Directorate General for Health and Food Safety, they've been collaborating, they have, with 18 countries that took part of the EU Food Fraud Network, which no longer includes the United Kingdom since Brexit. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. Your honey's not real honey. No, and it was also supported by the Joint Research Centre, the JRC. The Commission's Science and Knowledge Service, Olaf. Well, investigators tested 320 odd samples and found 147 of them were suspicious, which is about 46%, where at least one marker of extraneous sugar sources was detected. Now, the report last Thursday by the JRC said that honey imported from the UK had a suspicious rate of 100%, and this could be a result of honey produced in other countries, then further processed and packaged, what have you, in the United Kingdom, and then exported to the EU. Well, that doesn't bode well, does it, for the likes of, I suppose you could say, the green and red lanes into Northern Ireland. We don't trust I'm in the EU, you see. We don't trust foodstuffs from the United Kingdom. No. Not now. Why would we? Besides, why would we want your honey anyway? There's hives everywhere where I live, and there's proper honey, real honey, proper stuff, with a comb and everything. Well, in 2022, the UK imported more than 38,000 tons of honey, and its biggest supplier is actually China. Now, if you trust China to supply you with actual honey, there's something wrong with you. Seriously? Where there's known risk of adulteration and with sugar syrups, golden syrup or something like that. I don't know, some sort of sugary syrupy stuff. Well, the country of origin labelling is not required for a blended product from more than one country. Oh, okay. So when you get your Scotch whiskey, blended Scotch whiskey, it's not necessarily all Scotch whiskey. Is that right? I don't know. You tell me. Leave in the comments down below. Well, so many shoppers, they don't know a cheap, where a cheap pot of honey is actually originated from, and they don't even know if it's originated from China. No, in most cases it has. Now, Lynn Ingram, master beekeeper at Wesley Cottage Bees, Near Bridgewater in Somerset. She probably supplies Doffcat Forelock, Jake Rees-Mogg as penny farthing. Well, he's walking penny farthing, isn't he? Well, anyway. Well, she's among a group of beekeepers calling for better information for shoppers. She said that if you see a jar of honey as cheap as 75p, it's got to be too good to be true. You can't produce honey for that price. It's either that they're, I don't know, what are they, battery bees or something? I don't know. Anyway, it's unrealistic for people to be able to produce genuine honey at those sort of prices. You can't speed them along. They're just going to produce honey, and and also need hives and the bees are better off, you see, otherwise. But this is quite a shocking report, and really, it's only a snapshot, really, of a bigger picture. But it has indicated that almost half the honeys were adulterated. And it appears to be a growing problem. Stinging their tail, that one, I reckon. Well, there is no proper enforcement or testing at the moment, and people, they're just getting away with it, and it's rather easily as well. Now, Ingram, she suggested that shoppers should choose honeys that state the country of origin on the label and ideally source it from traditional local beekeepers. And oh my God, is there a difference? Oh yes, there is. The chalk and cheese. It really is. Well, it's honey actually, but you know what I mean. So a series of tests on supermarket honey in the United Kingdom indicated that samples may be adulterated with sugar, including ones at leading German, the ones at a leading German laboratory in 2020 that found that 8 of 9 samples were non-compliant. The retailers and honey industry has disputed the tests. Well, they would do, wouldn't they? Yeah, because obviously they've got to carry on selling their, how to put it, their watered down honey. Without the water, but with sugar syrup. So it isn't great, is it? I don't think so. Now, quite frankly, we're going to hear a lot more stories about this because it's going to get exposed now because you're no longer in the European Union, and people are going to try and get away with stuff and try and pass it on to us in the EU, and realise, hang on, this is not what you're saying it is, and tests will be done, and so you'll be exposed. Now, this doesn't trigger a sort of more broad and serious investigation in the United Kingdom, like the one we just had in the EU. And either the UK are, completely incompetent, or they are complicit. Or somebody's getting a bung. Maybe it's Richard Jarax, he supplied all the sugar, probably. Or maybe it's Silver Spoon, or the other one, I don't know, Tate Lyle, whoever it was, sponsored the... I can't remember, it's Silver Spoon or Tate Lyle that sponsored the Tories. One of the others, wasn't it? So, they're all like that, you see. Like they are. You tell me. Leave in the comments down below. You want to support the channel, you do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links are down below. And it is very much appreciated. It is. I couldn't do it without it. No. Couldn't tell you all these lovely little stories. No. It's not kind of the news, really, I suppose. It's quite scary as well, I suppose. Anyway. Beat the old like button, will you? Helps the channel, Ta-ta. So what about that, honey?